Watch 5 horrifying true stories that are just like the Blair Witch Mythology. Number 5, Ghost of Drowned Girl Captured on Camera. According to Blair Witch legend, in 1825, a pale hand was seen reaching up from the waters of Taipei East Creek and pulling 10-year-old Eileen Treacle under. Her body was never found. In 2014, Australian woman Kim Davison was swimming in Murphy's Hole in Queensland's Lockyer River with a friend and 3 children. A photo taken that day has 4 children in it. No one knows who the 4th kid is, but she looks like a ghost. What's more, it was revealed that a 13-year-old girl drowned in that very spot 100 years before the photo was taken. Number 4, The Bell Witch Haunting. Another legendary American witch, the Bell Witch, is said to haunt Adams, Tennessee. The haunting traces to 1817, when farmer John Bell saw a strange animal in his cornfield, one with the head of a rabbit and the body of a dog. Startled, he shot it several times. The animal vanished. That night, loud banging was heard on the walls of the house, and from that day forward, the entity known as the Bell Witch has haunted the land. Number 3, Serial Killers of Children. A serial killer appears in Blair Witch Mythology, which tells the tale of a hermit who, in 1941, under instruction from the witch, lured 7 children to the woods and murdered them. When the town found out, they hung him. There have been several serial killers of children throughout history, and the Blair Witch child serial killer was probably based as much on fairy tales like Hansel and Gretel as it was any real person, but still, the story is rooted in reality. Luis Garavito, for instance, traveled between Colombia and Ecuador, killing at least 138 boys between the ages of 6 and 16 with a screwdriver or knife. He also raped or molested his victims. Number 2, Jack the Ripper disemboweled victims. The Blair Witch has a flair for disembowelment, having done it to an entire search party in 1886. Disemboweling was Jack the Ripper's calling card. At the end of the 19th century, he murdered and disemboweled 5 prostitutes in London's East End. His victims' throats and stomachs were cut open, their organs removed, and their bodies butchered. The case remains unsolved. Number 1, Huldah the Witch. Along the winding trails of Rockefeller State Park Preserve, a legend can be found. Sometime around 1770, a German physician named Huldah is said to have traveled to Tarrytown and Sleepy Hollow, New York. The outsider was shunned as a witch by Dutch settlers, so she lived alone in the woods near Spook Rock. During the Revolutionary War, Huldah joined the local militia to protect the town from the British. During a skirmish, Huldah was killed by the Redcoats. Appreciating her sacrifice and finding a Bible in her hut, the townsfolk agreed to bury her in the church cemetery as a hero. Yeah. Watch 5 horrifying true stories that are just like the Blair Witch Mythology. Number 5, Ghost of Drowned Girl Captured on Camera. According to Blair Witch legend, in 1825, a pale hand was seen reaching up from the waters of Taipei East Creek and pulling 10-year-old Eileen Treacle under. Her body was never found. In 2014, Australian woman Kim Davison was swimming in Murphy's Hole in Queensland's Lockyer River with a friend and 3 children. A photo taken